everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Jaguars going up against the Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he is going to lose you. Yardage here. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
319.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, it's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Red zone opportunity. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Luck now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Luck. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, here's Luck. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. And tough starting field position here. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to pick up a first down.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the pass or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
To throw on second down is Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing on third down, Locke. Lee's got it over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Luck now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first down throw. Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, here's Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
From the gun on third down, Luck. Now he steps away. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now it's Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Locke. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And this seemingly endless drive continues. From the red zone now, Locke. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10, Luck again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Luck throwing again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. Ben Roethlisberger with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Out come the Jaguars now, as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Off of play action, Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play action, it's locked. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a play fake, and it's locked. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run. Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They try again with Montgomery. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
319! 319! Quick one! Quick one! Hey, 88!
Rodgers now to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Touchdown, Packers. Kyle Rudolph, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. Boom. Still fighting through tackles. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right, looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And on 2nd and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Luck gonna throw it. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. This is Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jaguars, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland.